Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's disheveled me, still in my morning robe, drinking my coffee. Ah, let's see. I got a little crud in my eyes, too. Let's see what else. Anybody really think you can bully me by talking about my appearance or something like that? Yeah, sorry. I'm way too grounded in my life to be bothered by something like that. But it's always good to recognize a bully. And, well, so be it, right? And I'll let bullies know. Right? Again, well, then why say something? And I said, well, because I can say something because letting you know that don't bully people. Why do you do that? Huh? Over what? My appearance? That's what you see? That's all you see? Okay, well then. Very shallow. Right? You're very shallow then. What are you doing to other people? How about when you come across a child, you say something just whatever. Huh? That can be stuck in a child's mind for the rest of their lives. Huh? So unthoughtful. Huh? Discriminatory. Huh? The same one. What? So what? You don't like hillbillies and rednecks? Briar hoppers? That's your problem. That's not my problem. Huh? Well, anyway. So, as I said, level of IQ sometimes in people. That's really baffling to me. Sadly, the kind of damage that they can cause in people being like that is also baffling. Yeah. Well, anyway, so I guess you people come across me so I can tell you, right? Yes. Yeah, another thing too, I've noticed, when people on the internet talk and you're in a discussion group, suddenly there's two or three start talking about another person on it that commented, okay, against what they believe or had their view or something, and then they degrade them and like they don't know or this or that, and talk between each other in the comments with the other person still there. And that too, that's bullying right there. That's bullying. That's no different than children in school, two or three together, they're the clique and looking at one person standing there by themselves and right, and making that one person just, what are they talking about me? Why did they talk? I'm right there. Why don't they come and tell me? Ask me or say to me whatever they're whispering about. Obviously, it is about me. You see? Bullying, another form of bullying. Well, I'm amazed on how sanctuary church members are really, really adept at bullying other people, or at least trying to. It shows in the posts, too. Well, anyway, in the way that you present things. This isn't a discussion. This group's not a discussion about things. It's about demeaning things. It's about breaking down someone else's life work. Okay? That's what it is. Thinking that you can just take things away. I'm not going to be under no person's authority. Okay? I'm not even under God's authority. God doesn't require that. Anyway, just saying, okay? So what I want to talk about, though, is again, the successor, supposedly, he's not anymore. That time has come and gone. Thank God that judge, in a way, dismissed that lawsuit, because if you really look at it, there is, again, it's almost as if, right, God left this door open where, okay, that was just dismissed. There wasn't a judgment. And so again, so God still has hope for the sons to go back to their mother, to their parents. It looks like it. I don't see it. I mean, I'm just a regular human being, but I'm not seeing it on how that's going to work. Unless, dear me, they have, I don't know. I don't know. I guess there has to be a willingness on both sides. Don't know. I don't know if that can be fixed anymore, or if this has come and gone. But again, one can look at that lawsuit thing and this and that one way or the other. You guys are, and then here you go and you blame True Mother for using millions of dollars for this lawsuit that the members paid. Well, wait a minute. I happen to know that in the Sanctuary Church it wasn't any different. Because all Youngshinim needed to do, and Cúiseannim, is, okay, we're not using this symbol. And they made their own. Okay? We're not using it. Be done. No, they used their members' money too. Millions of them. Millions of dollars. So again, why are you... If it's happening on both sides exactly the same way, even though there could have been other solutions, then why attack one side and not realize you're in the same exact boat? How does that make sense? Again, that's another form of bullying. Absolutely. Yeah. Why you try to... What? As if the truth isn't out there? Okay, well, whatever. Oh. I might not look like a model or anything, but you know what? My brain, my heart, the mind functions just fine. Yeah, so don't judge a book by its cover. Madison. So I say, in mint condition, anything has a lot more worth. Well, that doesn't change the content, does it? Well, anyway. There you go. There he is. Look at the big boy. Look at his face too. Gosh, you're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah. Tore up my blanket this morning. Yeah, I left it out here. Yeah, and I didn't close the gate up. Yeah, so he tore up a part of my blanket. Did you? Huh? Can't be mad at him. Why would I be mad at him? Huh? Why would I be mad at you? Huh? Yeah. My fault. That was my fault. I recognize that. That was my fault. Huh? He just does what he's... Oh, wait, he missed me, so he tore up my blanket. Huh? A good boy. Such a sweet, gentle giant. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, so... Guns. I see, again, these posts. It's like, is there really no middle ground to be had? I mean, if anything, okay, if the Sanctuary Church and Cúiseannim, who's obviously gung-ho until kingdom come, okay, then why not have that balance and try to teach people? If you cannot change, right, then at least be at a point where you understand the balance on where guns are being used and what type of guns. An AR-15 does not belong in a citizen's hands. Okay? They shouldn't be available out there. And if they wouldn't be available, then a whole bunch of children and other people would still be alive. Not all of them, maybe, because you can still get 1 or 2 shots up, but guess what? When you have a gun in your hands that only has, 1 shot at a time in it, right? Where you can't just go bang, 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 right? Then you're going to be, as the one holding, a lot more cautious on where you're going with that. Unless you're on a suicide mission, then it doesn't matter, I guess, right? So, this isn't about, nobody should have guns. You shouldn't have guns. Yeah, you shouldn't, well... So what if the whole world, there weren't any guns, right? Wow, well, that's a way to look at. Nobody would have any guns. Have to go back to bows and arrows. As I said, there's always another way, right? Well, there it is. Right? Swords. Knives. Yeah. I don't know, frying pans. Got some good heavy cast iron pans, man, tell you what. I went one time, it was in the middle of the night, at 3 o'clock. I heard something. I heard a car coming. And then I waited for a moment, and then I didn't hear anything. I went, well, who the heck would show up here at 3 o'clock in the morning and make it past their gate, for that matter, too? And the dogs weren't, it was interesting, the dogs weren't really, didn't hear nothing. I'm going, oh, what is going on? So I went downstairs very quietly, didn't turn a light on or nothing, very quietly, and went and got my rolling pin. A rolling pin, if you hold that right and you throw it just right, you can hit someone pretty hard. So then I went to the laundry room, turned the light on there, and then I went and I opened the door really fast, and I had my rolling pin ready, and my son goes, "Hi, Mom." You come back from a show or something. Decided to stop by here and spend the night instead of driving all the way back to Lexington. Oh, hi. He says, "What are you doing? You going to throw that at me?" I said, "Well, if it would have not been you, someone I didn't know, probably, yeah." He says, "Well, okay." All right. Yeah, we live here, all away from everything. The house, the first house down this way is about 2 miles. Another one down that 1 mile. We live on top of a mountain, all by ourselves. Am I worried? No. Been here almost 20 years now. Our doors are always open. I don't lock the doors. Well, anyway. So instead of, right, both sides acknowledge, okay, this is not going to happen here. That people don't have guns. That nobody has a gun. We have a lot of hunters here, okay? And that's a good thing. And hunting, with we have bow and arrow hunting here, time. Some people go out and do that. And then we gotta have gun hunting time. Okay, people go out and do that, okay? And there's very few accidents. There are accidents happen there too. But they took care of that with you wear a certain vest that people can see you. No, oh yeah, that's not a deer, that's a human being, right, or something. And so okay, so people need guns to hunt. People want guns to hunt. Okay, all right. I love deer meat. All kinds of other wild meat. It's great meat. And can you imagine nobody be hunting anymore? Man, we'd be overrun with wildlife. Can't grow a garden like that. You'd be surprised how high a deer can jump. Not everybody got the money. See, that's right. If the solution isn't for everyone, then it isn't a solution for anyone. Okay? So there you go. That's a hunting that you don't need. I can't see how hunters go out with an AR-15, because if you shoot, then you're just trophy hunting. Okay? You want the antlers, don't you? Or whatever. Okay? But you're not hunting for food. Because if you shoot an AR-15 at the deer, pang, 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 how many bullet holes is that in the meat? Okay, and then you're not a very good shot. Why are you even out there hunting? If you cannot do what hunters do, at least the ones that I know, they make it an art out there to hunt. And they're good shots. Anyway. AR-15s. Why can't we just agree in this country that AR-15s shouldn't be for sale to the regular public? Are we in this country so divided now, so against each other, everybody's my enemy, that I need to have something that can, and I can make sure I hit them people? Is that how we're, right? Yeah, there is people out there who go and they do really weird stuff when it comes to that. And it costs people's lives. Right? Well, but we're not like that. Well, okay, then why do you need one? Where is your mindset when it comes to that? Who is your enemy in this country? Most people here just live and do their thing and go to work and pay their bills and have raised their children. Aren't they? Aren't they? So why do you need to have a gun like that? It's not like there's an enemy invading us or anything. And even then, we have an army. Supposed to have one. I don't know, are they functional? Just saying. I saw, if people in the Ukraine could have guns, and then what? Everyone there now suddenly, okay, here's a gun now. They're not trained. War is a strategy game that leaders are playing, okay? That's what they do. They're playing a game out there with their own people. How about talking about that? Make them look like fools. You're playing a game with your own people. That's what you're doing. It's very sad to see that you're willing to sacrifice your own people. That's another thing too. I brought up when Youngjanin was talking about the upside down kingdom. I said, how about two generals facing each other? I said, okay, you can go to war, but you cannot lose one of your own people. How are you going to do that? If you lose one of your own soldiers, you have lost the war. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Really? In the upside down kingdom, it makes very much sense. Very much so. Oh, we could get more crazy, but I'm not going to do that. Do you see? Now, where are we at now? With all that. Right? So, again, I'm not against guns. I'm not. I won't carry one. I don't need one. I don't need one. I'm a woman, by the way. Women are not supposed to kill anything, for that matter. That's the man's job. You want to be subject, head of household? Your job. Well, then that also means to protect the family. Yeah, well, according to God's laws, though. God's point of view, you do that. Which could mean if you live in an area where gangs, for example, are killing people on a daily basis with their drive-by shootings and I don't know what, and turf war and blah, 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 then you move your family out. Well, not everybody can do that. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. If you really want to, God will make it possible for you to move out of a place like that. And you will find a beautiful place where to raise have your family and to raise your children. You can. How do I know? Because we did that. We did that. Anyway, twice. Well, the one time we were in a really nice neighborhood, but we couldn't afford that house. So we actually had to, moved into a neighborhood where it wasn't so great. And there was but that street over, oh my gosh. But the street we moved into, because there was already another couple there with families, and they were very involved in neighborhood watch, this, that, work together with the police, by the way, this, that. And the street was much quieter, but still, some of the stuff that went on there, right? But we as a community there, we all worked together, and suddenly we had this just like really peaceful, wonderful street, which also, that emanated over to the other street where it also became quieter. You see? Yeah. You talk all about believing in God and spirit world and true parents or true father and these guys and those guys. And yet, when it really comes down to it, you have no trust. Absolute no trust in the help that can come from spirit world when you are doing the right thing. Right, boy? Yeah. So, why not? This is something that we could all work together on and say, we don't need AR-15s. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys can come up with another gun. I think Kukshnim has invented some, right? Smaller ones. Maybe you can just have one of those to say, well, we're not helpless. Right? But it doesn't need to be an AR-15. I'm telling you, beware. You're going to be held more responsible for more deaths that will have been executed with these very destructive weapons. An AR-15. What, 2, 3 incidents, right? One behind each other, one after another, behind each other. And that's not opening your eyes? You really think God's not trying to tell you guys something here? No? That baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. And then some people now want to call me again. Oh, well, you're a feminist. Oh, you're a leftist. Oh, well, I'm not. I'm also not a rightist, and I'm not a redneck, and I'm not a, okay, rednecks. What do you know about rednecks? You know nothing about them. Okay. So again, no, I'm trying to say, wait a second. I'm looking at this with the proper heart to mind. I'm thinking to myself, could many of these deaths have been avoided? And the answer is yes. Not by complete gun control, where you take everybody's guns away. That's ridiculous. Okay? And we do have the Second Amendment. Again, though, please go and read the whole Second Amendment, okay? And then don't be biased. Just read it and go, oh, this is how it's meant. Oh, this is what this is for. It's amazing to me on how people just twist and turn things around so that then it fits their agenda. Their own agenda. No one else's. Doesn't protect anybody, really, when it comes down to it. But we could agree in this country, just for one thing. We don't need AR-15s be sold in the stores. We don't need that. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine all the money lost? Anyway, so there it is. It's too late to put the blame on anyone when things have already happened. And continuously these things keep happening now. More so than they have in the past. So, is it just the mental health of the people? Is it because one person or another just didn't do a better background check? Oh, the police didn't do this or that? Is it, or is it, can we just agree on one thing where we both, left and right, just work together and say AR-15s are not a gun to be on the market for sale to civilians. Done. We can't do that. Can't do that. That amazes me that we can't do that. Collective sin. It's a collective sin to know exactly what needs to be done, and then it doesn't get done. And then it happens again. So, yeah, Sanctuary Church, if you want to work on one thing, on something like that, then do that. You have to give up your AR-15s for the safety of children out there. Can you do that? Okay. Well, then you have to ask yourself, who are you going to bully out there with your AR-15s? Fear. Instill fear in people's hearts, like you're going to, come here. We're going to come with our motorcycles and our, death masks and the guns shouldered on our back, and then we're going to come here and we're going to just shoot everything up here because you got a big mouth and, You going to do that? Is that what you want to do? You can't see she has a point? You can't see that. Really, when it comes down to it, you want to come and kill me, don't you? If you could, you would. Rather than, she has a point. Why don't we do that? It's about time we start working on something together again. No. Okay. Well, that's what all I wanted to share. This goes for everyone else in the country as well. I just don't see why we can't work together on that one thing. It's just one gun. One type of gun that we don't need in circulation. And, We got the FBI, we got the CIA, what other secret service, whatever. You guys need to go underground and you need to go find out where all them guns are on the black market. That's what you're paid for, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. One place you guys all can go and work at. That'd be one thing, wouldn't it? Yeah? No. Yeah, but yeah, who has whose hands in whose pocket, and yeah, okay, right there. As I said, we're not interested in solutions. Very practical ones, very easy ones, where you still have what you want, and the other side gets also some satisfaction of one very destructive weapon removed from the market. No, we don't want to do that. No. Oh my gosh. That'd be just... wow. That were to happen, it might just rain sprinkles. Manna from heaven or something. All right. God's love and blessings always, and I will talk to y'all another time.